Hi guys, it's Julie here, and today I want to talk about the whole Tyrone Hankerson at Howard University situation, and I want to talk about my thoughts and opinions on it and what it means that he did that. Okay, so everybody knows, unless you've been living under a rock, that Tyrone Hankerson was, he's the financial aid finesse god. He's been telling students at Howard that that they can't that who have been struggling financially, that there's no more money in their financial aid or in their student loan budget, and he's been taking it. He stole almost like $400,000 or $430,000 worth of financial aid money. He finessed it. I shouldn't say stole. He finessed, and $1 million of financial aid in total was taken, and then like there's like six other people. So, and the thing is that he was so close, cuz he was about to graduate this year from undergraduate school or graduate school, cuz he was about to graduate this year in May, cuz he does go to Howard School of Law. Or yeah, he goes to Howard Law School. And so he did say in his statement that he didn't do anything illegal, and that when the truth comes out, um, you know, he'll like it'll come out, and it'll show that he didn't do anything illegal. And I do believe him that he didn't do anything illegal because he is a law student, and if Howard does decide to persecute him, it would be for like a criminal court case and a civil court case. So, they know that what he says publicly will be used against him in court. So when he says that he didn't do anything illegal, I do think that he didn't do anything illegal, because as far as I know, I don't think that Howard is like pressing charges, and they should, but all these people have been fired. And I just want to talk about how, like, and though just because I don't think that he did anything illegal, because he said that he didn't, but it doesn't mean that I don't think that what he did was wrong, because I do think that what he did was wrong. And Howard is an expensive school. It costs just as much as Harvard does, almost. And and I heard for a few years actually now that they've been having like financial aid issues at Howard. And you know what? It's a shame to those students that like they couldn't like that they missed out on, like, a lot of them had to take a semester off, or they had to graduate in 8 years instead of 4. And it sucks because they couldn't afford to do it. But I also want to talk about why Tyrone felt like, well, maybe he didn't, but like why he decided to do this in the first place, because he probably couldn't afford to go to graduate school or go to Howard, just like most people can't. And I think that says a lot about like the price of colleges, and how college tuitions are so high that they're impossible to afford. Like, unless you come from like an upper middle class family, I feel like there's just no way to um to pay for tuition for a school like Howard, especially if you've been paying for it your whole life, or especially if you've been saving for it your whole life. Like, there's just no way. I mean, even me, like, it doesn't matter if my mom had been saving up for college since before she was even pregnant with me. We still would never have enough money for me to be able to pay for your college, or at least for Howard. And it just shows how crazy that is. And I think that people need to like take that into consideration. Like I feel like it's one thing to steal, or like to take money and then like use it just to pay off your tuition and your living expenses and whatever. But then to be out here globetrotting, to be out here in Gucci, talking about some another semester, another bag secured, and he has a fucking Gucci bag. Are you kidding me? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this whole hashtag Tyrone thing, like that was probably one of the funniest trends on Twitter. But it's sad because the reality sucks. Like, think about all these people who had to like defer their dreams because of Tyrone, and all these other people who decide that they were too greedy to even pay for like finance. Like, it's just ridiculous, and it really is sad. And like, why do colleges have students running the financial aid stuff anyway? Like, I get it, it's supposed to be a part of like the work study or whatever, but like why? But like, why that part when like students are freaking desperate for money to get a degree? And honestly, it just shows like the lengths that people will go through just to get a college degree, and it's just ridiculous. And it shows like how much this price, or like the prices of college, is actually affecting people, and how it needs to be lowered, because it's impossible. College is impossible to afford, and it sucks because, it's like we're paying $50,000 for degrees, but we're not even getting $50,000 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what school you go to. Like, I mean, if you go to an Ivy League, I guess you have a slight advantage, but then again, it's like it doesn't matter if you go to freaking like the U or CSU or ASU, and you apply for the same job at the same place, you're still gonna get the same like exact chance. Like, no one's really gonna care. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that that's what that's how degrees turn out. Like the effort and the money that goes into a degree is not reciprocated back to us. Like, we're not out here, like, someone will go an to school for 6 years to get a bachelor's degree, and then their starting level is like, or like their starting salary or entry level job pay is like $12 an hour. Like, what the fuck? At Subway, at my local Subway, if I worked there, because I used to work there, and then they fired my ass, but whatever, that's another story. Anyway, so when I used to work there, I think the managers get $12 an hour. Like, I might as well just stay at Subway if I'm gonna, get a job starting at $12 an hour. It's ridiculousness. I think that the minimum for like someone who went to college and graduated, like the minimum hourly rate for them for entry level jobs should be like $15. Not $15, because that's the minimum. But I think it should be like $20 or something. So yeah, anyway, I think that people really should take into consideration like the college and the whole college system, and why a lot of people might be scammed, and people should definitely like rethink their thoughts about college, or going to a 4 year university for 4 years, as opposed to going into community college for 2 years and then transferring. Like, we need to change the way we think about college, and we need to stop thinking like, oh, if you go to a Ivy League or a good or an expensive school, and you finish in 4 years, and you get your degree and whatever, and well, then you're better off than the person who didn't do that. Like, it's probably true statistically, but still, like, everybody is not willing to give up their financial security to for a degree. Just like, I'm not willing to do that. I'm not about to, you know go, put myself thousands of dollars worth, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of student loans debt, just to get a degree. And I don't even really want to go to college that bad. Like, I do want to go to college, because I still am gonna go, but right after high school, I don't know. I am gonna go right after high school, but that's because I can afford it, because I'm going to a cheap ass college, and my mom has savings for me and whatever. But yeah, it's just crazy, like the lengths that people go through for college degree. Anyway, this video is getting so. Anyway, peace, love, and goodbye.